The draft resolution has been adopted.
The United Nations Security Council backed a plan on Monday for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip. It's the plan U.S. President Joe Biden outlined on May 31st, aimed at ending the 8-month-long war. Monday's resolution welcomes that proposal, says Israel has accepted the deal, and calls on Hamas to agree to it.
Will those in favor of the draft resolution please raise their hand?
14 Security Council members voted in favor.
Abstentions?
Russia abstained. Its ambassador asked what Israel had specifically agreed to. Hamas welcomed the adoption of the U.S.-drafted resolution. In a statement, the militant group said it's ready to cooperate with mediators over implementing the plan's principles.
It's time for this war to end.
The resolution supports a 3-phase ceasefire plan laid out by Biden, which he described as an Israeli initiative. Negotiators from the U.S., Egypt, and Qatar have been trying to hash out a ceasefire for months. Hamas says it wants a permanent end to the war in Gaza, an Israeli withdrawal from the enclave of 2.3 million people. Israel is retaliating against Hamas, which rules Gaza, over the October 7th attack by its militants. More than 1,200 people were killed and over 250 taken hostage, according to Israeli tallies. More than 37,000 Palestinians have been killed in the Israeli assault, according to Gaza health authorities.
The Israeli ministry has released footage of 4 hostages being rescued from Gaza during a deadly raid. Palestinian officials say 275 people were killed during the operation.
New video from the Israeli military shows the rescue of Israeli hostages from central Gaza. It says hundreds of personnel were involved in this rare daytime operation. 3 hostages locked in an apartment in one multi-storey residential building, another held in a flat 650 feet away in a densely populated neighbourhood. Models of the buildings were built weeks before to train forces. This is how Israel's hostage rescue mission looked from the ground. Airstrikes, explosions, residents running to find safety that does not exist in Gaza. Hostages were flown by helicopter back to Israel and to emotional reunions with family who had dreamed of this moment for 8 months. Families who only heard about the mission once their loved ones were safe. The doctor who has treated the hostages since they arrived tells me, despite appearing in good condition, all 4 are malnourished.
The muscles are extremely wasted. There is damage to some other systems because of that.
He says they were moved frequently and beaten by their captors.
It was a harsh experience with a lot of abuse, almost every day, every hour, both physical, mental, and other types, and that is something that is beyond comprehension.
Dr. Pesak also treated some of the hostages released in November and says the psychological damage of these 4 is significantly worse.
All of them had faith, but losing that faith, I think, is where you get to the breaking point. And I'm happy that these guys are here, but there are others losing their faith in us, in humankind.
Residents in Nuseirat, central Gaza, are in a state of shock, struggling to deal with the aftermath of Saturday, which neighbouring countries and the EU's top diplomat have called a massacre. This woman says most of those trapped under the rubble are women and children. Houses are filled with displaced people. Israel committed a massacre.
There.